are here. It is softball time again, and Maddie Akers coming up to bat first for the Kickapoo Lady Chiefs here, getting everything sorted out as technology was not behaving itself, but always bring a backup and you're good to go. 1-1 count to Akers here. Tigers coming off a pretty good homestand lately. A couple road games, pretty tough on the road, but Waynesville next week, senior night against the Crocker Lady Lions, just up Highway 17 a little bit.
That should be a fun game.
That game, as of right now, well, it might be broadcast as coach over there, if I could figure out how to get all that to work. Well, I won't have internet, though.
Hotspot. Full count.
Well, we can make it happen. That is a good catch on there, the full count. And that is a big out from
second.
third.
As catcher, number 18, Ellie Chevy.
So third base to first for the putout. That is our first out of the ball game here. You can't see the score, can you? You might want to see that.
What's up? It looks like it's
going to be fouled just outside of the field of play there. Chevrolet.
That ball is about 350 straight up.
Up to bat. Why are we still doing? It didn't go away. Oh, because I added it back. That's fine. Either way, we're ready to go here. I do apologize for the video quality. Actually, I haven't looked at it, but this is my backup equipment, so let's see how well or how not so well it looks. It's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Kickapoo leads off with a double on that.
Hitting third, first baseman, number 6, Kate Finley.
Only third pitch there. Finley coming up to bat, runner at first. Chiefs coming into this district, top 3 right now. Waynesville has defeated, I believe it was Republic in extra innings here to
9-inning game.
kind of give themselves, are still sitting at the bottom. However, that does kind of muddy up the top of the lineup here. So a win here against Kickapoo would especially stir some things up in the pot. So
yeah, for sure. But we're not a bad bottom team, by the way. I mean, we might be towards the bottom, but we're definitely better than that. I know record probably doesn't show up, but our girls have played some good softball this year.
They have played some very good softball this year coming in. The record doesn't quite show how strong some of these teams they have played are, because they are competing very well.
We play
against
tough
the teams are playing.
That
is out. That's going to bring the runner back. Pisataki out there with the catch to save possibly a run.
Now batting for number 1, right fielder Claire Akins.
So for out number 2, runner still sitting at second. So again, good defensive play to.
Is that 7?
Yeah.
Good defensive play in order to.
7, Harper Helfrich.
Courtesy runner for the Chiefs coming into this. Can't see the bases with this camera for whatever reason, but can't really. I might be able to pull back a little bit to help out with that. I don't think it's going to do much.
Got 2 outs. Runner on second.
Let's have a delay on the camera deal for some reason, but 2 strikes. That is 2 strikes now on Adkins. The Chiefs last year, tough. They're in a tough district this year, but last year a very tough district with Ozark, Nixa. Really the usual district here. This is, if that would have been straight, that would have been a home run. That's going to drop. That will bring in 1 And that will go down as an RBI double.
Now batting, number 22, shortstop, Katie Vaughn.
Vaughn coming up to bat, runner on first after the RBI for Kickapoo. Why are you not on my scoreboard again? There we go, now it stayed. I want to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County for bringing you this broadcast. Without them, none of these broadcasts would be possible.
Number 21, Callie Kilgo.
Coming up next is Kilgo there. Oh, was that that was just a triple, right? The last one, or was that a
Double.
double?
Yeah. Advance on a wild throw.
Okay.
Straight up.
Foul ball, so runner will have to go back. 2 RBIs now.
Run the bases, watch all that. That's a great opportunity.
He'll go up 2-1 count for the Lady Chiefs.
Watch how they get down already.
Skyley's coming up and Burke.
Doesn't log it out.
3-1 count for Kickapoo coming up right now. That is going to bring in another. So Vaughn will score another RBI here for the Lady Chiefs. That's going to drop as a single.
Number 23, third baseman, Jason Skiles.
Skiles coming up to bat. Runner on first. 3 runs currently in this contest. And apologize for the camera there, but equipment wasn't wanting to cooperate. I may have forgot to bring a cable with me that I needed. We'll explain the equipment. That is foul ball. I believe that is Grosvenor that may have tried to go for that. I think it's one of the Grosvenors.
It's both of them, actually.
Both Grosvenors trying to go for the ball.
Hey, they're athletes, man. They like to play, that's for sure. Looks like Reagan's getting chased by a wasp right now. That's kind of funny.
Grosvenor is referred to as Grosvenor. That is, they are both plural and singular. Still 2 outs. Runner at first. That is Kilgo at first. 3 pitches on Skiles here. That is going to be strike 3. So after 1/2 of softball here in the first inning, Chiefs lead by 3. We'll be back after this. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and the Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area.
Okay, toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
And we are back up here. Reagan Grosviner leading off for the Lady Tigers. She's playing at third base today. Pitching is Nicole for the Lady Tigers anyway. And pitching for Kickapoo is Kilgo. Kilgo stranded. Had an RBI though off that hit. 1 strike, 1 ball on Grosviner. And it is that time to start thinking about districts where they are in Springfield, of course. That is out. Quick 1-3 put out for the Chiefs on that. Cobb up to bat next, second base.
Second baseman, number 8, Kendall Cobb.
Cobb coming into this game. Big part of this Tiger offense. That ball's low into the dirt. That is ball number 1. And I say it every week, we have the best groundskeeping crew in the school district here. These coaches keep this grass and this dirt, looking perfect no matter what you do.
It almost looks fake.
It does.
That might get over, or no?
That is going to be out. Center fielder with the catch. That is out number 2.
Center fielder number 7, Alexis Nenadich.
I'm almost afraid to walk out there and get yelled at for messing up their dirt. Again, low on the first pitch here. 0-1 count to Nenadich. This is a COC conference game. So this game does affect districts and the conference. I guess all games affect the district, but some games kind of affect it more than others. Count leads to a walk.
Batting fourth, shortstop, number 1, Riley Grosviner.
So Nenadich will head to first on the free base. Riley Grosviner up to the plate. This is the 4th batter for the Lady Tigers here. There is 2 outs already in this first inning. Kickapoo does lead by 3. That pitch is going to be a called strike. I think it's a 1-1 count. I don't know if he got that first ball or not, but we're going to stick with 1-1. See if he corrects us. We're going to stick with 1-1, I guess, and we'll figure it out as we go. Gordon up next, and well, I'm going to mispronounce that last name every time I do that. That is strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Grosviner. Foul ball into the net. Still 1-2 for Riley Grosviner. Basketball season approaching, and
Watch your third baseman and watch your first baseman.
lots of the Grosviner twins here. A big part of that Tiger offense. This is Hisataki, another Lady Tiger that's going to be a vital part of this basketball season. Full count coming up. But basketball provided by Security Bank of Pulaski County, of course. Your hometown local bank. This is bobbled. Is it caught? I think it's out. That is going to be out from the shortstop.
Attention softball fans, make sure to visit our concession stand during the game for a delicious selection of snacks. Grab a classic hot dog, nachos, popcorn, candy, and a refreshing soda.
Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gas Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gas Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gas Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check. And we are back here again. First pitch was a swing strike to Burke. Martin, then Akers coming back up to the plate. Strike number 2. 2 strikes early.
Number 3, Haley Burke.
Our announcer a little behind on his job too, so
my
I feel as
microphone
bad.
is messing up.
So, did you get the outcome of the first time?
He did. He's doing the vote.
We're going to have a strikeout on that. That's out number 1. Outcome of which?
Number 20, Aiden Martin.
No, I need on the other team.
For the poo?
Yeah.
Alright. And a ball on that one. So that was off just a little bit. Lady Tigers here pitching very well in this ball game. Nicole throwing some, well, I would say throwing some heat, but that one was a rather slower pitch. I don't think that pitch came down like it was supposed to. And 3-0 count now for Martin. Following this, Akers and Chevrolet coming up. There's one out that I did not put on the board. That pitch is low. That's a strike. That's our first one of the at-bat. We'll have some Lady Tigers softball. That pitch goes back into the tennis courts during their practice.
You ever think they try to hit them back?
Yeah. It is a full count though, but we'll have Lady Tiger softball against Kickapoo on Thursday. And then Tiger TV will of course take over on Friday night as Waynesville welcomes Glendale from Kickapoo. Batter will be awarded first
Back
base
to the top
on
of
the
the
walk.
order is number 10, Maddie Akers.
Akers coming up to bat. Akers had a 5-3 put out in the first. At least I think it was 5-3. That was a good guess. Might have been 6-3. But close enough for government work. Pitch is, that one is off target, out to second. Runner with the steal. 2-0 count for Akers. Coming up next, Chevrolet and Finley. Chevrolet did score. She somehow got on base, which I did not circle. I think she had a double, actually. Maybe. But we're going to call it a double. Another base for Martin. 3-0 count. So Waynesville falling behind in the pitch count here. In danger of putting the second runner on with a walk this inning. That is a strike over the corner of the plate. I want to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County again for making Tiger softball possible to broadcast since the radio station took a long vacation and never came back. We miss old Connor, though. Connor was a very good baseball broadcaster. That is going to be another walk. Runners on the corners.
Number 18, Ellie Chevy.
We'll also have Waynesville Tiger football on Thursday night. Don't forget about that. Waynesville Lady Tigers, or Waynesville Tigers. Runner steals second. That was a ball also. But the Waynesville Tigers will face the Ozark Tigers again. Battle of the red and orange down there at the middle school. That'll be 8th grade. I think, no, 7th grade this week. So it's a double feature Thursday. That'll be Mr. Caden taking care of that broadcast for me. Which is why my equipment up here is not complete. I could have swore I had a cable that I needed, but it's probably sitting on my floor. And base is loaded now. So Chevrolet gets on with the walk. Finley coming up with a chance to add several runs to this ball game. Just one out. You do got to watch out, though. You don't want to hit it into the infield. That is where you don't want it to go. You don't want it to go to second or third, because those are both force outs.
Sets up a
well, I guess technically first would be a force out too, because you can't really go backwards, but depends on the order of your throw there. But second or third would be a force.
That's in the gap.
And that will drop in the outfield. That'll bring in 1. That'll bring in 2. And with that single, the Chiefs will lead.
Number 1, Claire Aikens.
RBI shot on that, on the single. That will bring in Martin and Akers. That will move Chevrolet over to third, and Chevrolet will score on the wild pitch. Finley will advance to second. And that will make this a 6-0 ball game here in the second. Akers 0-1 count. Another runner will advance, as that's a double, not sure what you'd call that, but that's going to be a 7-0 lead for Kickapoo here. It's going to be a advance on the passed ball, but the ball was not picked up. Off the net, back into the field of play. That's a foul ball. Again, the rules are as usual for all you people that do not know. 15 runs. Bat is back into the tennis courts again, or pretty close to it. We do have a very nice row of trees that has grown up over the last... It's been almost 20 years now since the school has been built, or it is 20 years. Actually, that ain't been there for 20 years, though, this whole setup here, but it's going to be out number 2. I believe that was the right fielder that came in on that.
Number 22, Katie Bond.
We'll stick with this and we'll call it a good day. Vaughn coming up to bat. That is over. That's going to be an error. So that will go down as an error for the base runner.
21, Callie Kilgo.
Kilgo coming in. She had an RBI, was stranded after a single in the first. She was the only one in the first to get on base that did not score. Our Wasper friends are back again. If you'd like to adopt a wasp, we have a special program. There's plenty of them up here that you can take home.
Sponsored by Loving Paws. Uh-oh.
And that is out. That is a Grosvenor with the catch. And just like that, that is 3 outs. Kickapoo leads by 7. We'll be back after this. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season again as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh in the store and keeping it warm under the lights for you. Multi flavors to choose from. You get 3 for $30. Also, all your snacks, chips, whatever you need down to your... So back here, Elena Gordon coming up to the plate. Gordon's first at bat. Hihile, Zinner, and Nicole following her. And then O'Brien and Hisataki if the outs allow. First pitch is a strike from the Chiefs. Second pitch is another strike. Gordon, another one of the Lady Tigers. That is big part of this offense. Powerful hitter. She's playing the catcher position. I almost called it the center position, but we're not quite to that season yet. We'll get there pretty soon. That was uncomfortably inside for the pitch. That'll bring up a 2-2 count here in the second inning. And that's some heat coming down the line. That's going to load the...
You got your chair, though.
Get a full count coming up here. We're going to turn off this air conditioner right now and hope it don't break anything, because it's not too bad right now. It's a little humid, but could be worse. Foul ball. Actually, it feels worse already with it turned off.
I was about to say the same thing.
We're just going to do that. That's going to be I think that was a strikeout.
First baseman, number 6, Malia Hihile Zenner.
So Hihile Zenner coming up to bat, and this is her first at bat. I believe she's from Hawaii. I Believe it or not, that is not a native Missouri name. First pitch was a ball on that. Taking our time a little bit here. Foul ball. Over towards Malbach there. Did not dive for that ball. That is something that I would fully expect her to be diving for and catching. And throwing back to the pitcher in one motion. 1-1 count. That is off the net. That is not an out if it's caught because it hit the net, I believe. And strike 3. So that is out number
Pitcher number 15, Abby Nakal.
That's the second strikeout in a row here for Kickapoo. That's their second strikeout in the ball game. Coming up next is the pitcher Nicole. Pitch is a ball. Then O'Brien and Hisataki next if the outs allow. Inside pitch for a ball. 2-0 count. It's going to be a 3-0 count. I was about to yell at the person next to me for the scoreboard being wrong on the count, but I don't think he's controlling the scoreboard.
I'm not in charge tonight.
Three and 1 count here, foul ball. 3-2 count. So far, Kickapoo's only given up 1 hit. No, they have not given up a hit, actually. That was a walk. So Kickapoo is still leaving the Tigers hitless on the stats right now.
Still early. Still early.
We had a 1-3 put out. We had an F8 and a 5-3 put out earlier in the ball game. And then 2 strikeouts. And 1-3 put out right here. So that will do it. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this for more Tiger softball.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is today's softball trivia.
Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and the Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports.
We are back. Styles leading off the Lady Chiefs here in the top of the 3rd. That ball is hit.
It's out of play. Off the dugout.
That is a very high foul ball. She took that and just pelted that thing up in the air. 2. 0-2 count now, 2 foul balls. Skiles struck out in the first. And pitch from Waynesville, that is outside, that's a ball. She almost thought about it there. She had the look at, she was thinking about it, but she realized, nope, not this time. This is caught. A couple of Lady Tigers trying to go for the ball. And we're going to have to go to our expert rules interpreter for that one.
Number 3, Bailey Burke. I was on time that time.
We're going to see how well our rules interpreter determines that, if that's an error here, if that's going to be
that's a base hit.
Okay, that's going to be officially a base hit.
It was over. It looked like a tough play.
Runner advances, wild pitch. Runner advances again. Steal and a wild pitch for a lucky run there.
What a bounce. Thank you, Wall.
That thing, if that would have bounced the other way, that would have been a run. If she would have ran, that would have been an out, because that was going right at home plate. Ball was trying to beat Skiles to home plate. Burke with a 1-0 count, 2-0 count. Burke struck out in the second. All these Lady Chiefs are coming up to bat for their second time at this inning here. Ooh, that is off of someone down there.
That's little Gordo. That's Elena's sister, Aaliyah.
Ah, that is the other Gordo. So we got 2 sisters here. Well, at least 2 sisters, I think. I don't think there's any more.
2 sets of sisters. The Grosvenors and the Gordons.
So we could have a start.
That was pretty cool.
So we could have a starting lineup if we had. Hey, it makes it easy for calling during basketball, because all you gotta know is 3 names, and you got a good chance at figuring out one of them. Burke with the 2-2 count after the foul ball once again. I have not updated, by the way, the bottom ticker about what games are this week, so forget about that. That would have been a
was crushed.
Well, that would have been a home run over the hillside right there.
Yeah, that would have hit the fence on the baseball field there, Allen.
We'd have been sending them down. We'd have been sending some down the hillside to get that ball.
Yep. Might ask the squirrels how hard it came in the trees.
Martin up to bat next for the Lady Chiefs here. Martin made it to base on a walk and eventually scored on a, I believe it was a passed ball. And that is going to be a walk, I believe, for Burke.
Now batting number 20, Avon Martin.
So Burke on base for the Lady Chiefs. They have runners again on the corners. Martin going for the bunt. No outs in this inning right now. So at least we do know that this camera and this capture card does work.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all.
So at least I know that. Hopefully my
it's always
other
good to have
equipment
backup.
will work.
Ooh yeah, good
1-1 count to Martin. 1-2 count to Martin. Martin chance for an RBI out of this if she can connect the ball pretty much anywhere.
2-2. Oh, don't lose her.
Burke also advanced, if you did not notice that, to second base. I did not notice that until now.
Sometimes I'm glad I don't do the book for that reason. Keeping up with all the runners.
And 3 and 2 now loaded. Chance to load the bases.
You know, I haven't seen one of these in years. It's like a cherry Sprite almost.
It's like that's cream soda.
Yeah, like a cherry cream soda. Go catch that, Abby.
The ball is infield.
At least it's foul.
Foul ball. If that would have bounced the other way, that would have gone a lot different. So Martin will still be up at bat. She made it to first before the ball, I think, came down almost on that too. But
yeah, if they would have touched it, it would have been touched in fair territory. But since it landed fair and bounced foul,
this is into the dirt. That's going to advance the runner either way.
Leah's there.
It's a wild pitch, advances Skiles. And it moves Burke to third. It will move Martin to
now, Maddie, number 10. Maddie, Akers.
First. And it'll give the Chiefs another run, so it is 8-0 now. Not 7-0 as the scoreboard says, but
They're falling behind on the scoreboard.
we have a discussion out there. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back after this.
Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gas Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gas Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gas Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show following every Friday night beginning week 1. And then you can join them, hang out with the coaches on Monday nights, Bambinos in Springfield, for the quarterback club. See you this fall.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
Allen Hilliard Sports would like to thank the Iowa Woo this year for allowing me to be their provider of live broadcasting services during their games up in Waterloo, Iowa. Be sure to check them out next season on the Arena League, the Iowa Woo.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The Health Class Film Guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
The Dixon Athletic Booster Club is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Dixon community, as well as the Dixon athletic programs.
And we are back. New pitcher Calhoun for the Lady Tigers. Looking for the bunt. We have a steal. Runners at second and third. Runners still at second and third. 2-0 count. It is Akers, by the way. Trying to look down at the book, and there's no name there, so. Akers' third at-bat. She has been thrown out, been walked, scored once.
She seems like a very patient hitter.
She has had 6, 12. She's had a lot of pitches come her way. On the 3-1 count, that's going to fall. Hisataki can't get to it. And she will bring in 2 RBIs off of that. That'll make this a 10-run game.
Number 18, Ellie Chevy.
And that will be a double for her, is where she's going to wind up. When you're looking down at the book, sometimes you don't see where they're going.
Is that our Valkyrie spinner out there?
And that is belted. That's going to be another RBI for the... Oh, it's not going to be another RBI. Very good fielding on that.
Yeah, she got that thing in quick. But
I
also
mean,
got out there quick.
Wow. That ball was going
Number 6,
deep,
Kate
and
Finley.
Cheverly, pretty amazing on her speed right there to get that ball back in. Finley had a 2-shot RBI single in the second. She was thrown out in the first. And that is going to be, I'm going to say an error on that one.
That's an error. Throw that.
Runners still on first and third, make it 11-0.
Yep.
Number 1, Claire Akins.
That's going to be an RBI. Akins coming in. Akers had an RBI double in the first. Ooh. That was an E7, I believe, by the way, on that last one officially. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Is that the correct score?
Should be 11. I have 7 plus 4 makes 11. Yeah. 2-0 count. I think it's more than 2-0, but we're going to go 2-0. Oh, we're going to say 3-0 now. Runners on first and third. Akins had a RBI. That ball is going to bring in the 12th run. The out does advance the
Number 21,
runners.
Callie Kilgo.
That is the first out of the inning, though. Second out of the inning here. Not sure where our first out of the inning came from, but somewhere in here.
It was the line drive caught by Riley at shortstop. That's not.
Oh, that's right.
Tech. Nice relay.
And that is out. So we're going to go into the half with 12-0 lead by the Chiefs.
Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh in the store and keeping it warm under the lights for you. Multi flavors to choose from. You get 3 for $30. Also, all your snacks, chips, whatever you need, down to your beverages and down to your sweet snacks. Check out Dog Patch. The Dixon School District has been a sponsor of Allen Hilliard Sports for many years now and continues to provide sponsorship. They have...
Okay, I know we are back here. We're fixing some math here, but I figured out my error in my ways and had 3 runs in the first, 4 in the second, and 5 in the fifth to make this a 12-0 game. 1-2 count for the Tigers. O'Brien up. It's her first time. And the Lady Chiefs so far keeping the Tigers hitless on the board anyway. We've had a base runner, but that was from the... That's a strike there.
Number 4, left fielder, Ruby Hisatake.
And Hisatake coming up to bat after the strikeout. Hisatake looking to possibly get the first hit here, get a little spark in this offense. If the score remains what it is now, this game will be over after the 5th inning. Or if Kickapoo gets... I believe 4 more runs, the score will be over after next inning.
Could be 4 or 3 runs, because we're mathing wrong. Apparently.
Oh, that's right. It's 12, so it should be 3 technically.
Yep. So who really knows?
So.
But I bet we get it figured out.
1-2 count. To the pitcher for the out. So 1-3 put out. That is
third baseman, number 9, Reagan Grosviener.
That is 6 outs in a row by this pitcher for Kickapoo here. She is doing an excellent job in this ballgame so far. Not overthrowing the pitches, but throwing the pitches that are what needs to get done.
Working the zone well. Got a little zip on it. That thing's even got a
that one is fast and low. That one is just asking to go swing at it.
She's legit throwing an underhand cutter right now.
Riley Grosviener had a 1-3 put out to the pitcher in the first. With 2 outs here, if Cobb comes up after this, she had a caught out in the outfield in the first inning. 2-1 count coming up here for Grosviener.
There you go, that's base hit.
That is going to fall. That's our first hit of the game.
Uh-oh. Good.
Will be a single. Reagan thought
Great
about
job
it.
by the center fielder right there. She took a perfect angle on that.
Reagan thought about it.
Threw a missile to second base. Number 8, Kendall Cobb.
So runner at first, Kendall Cobb up to the plate. Kendall Cobb, the winning batter a week and a half ago there against Republic in that other big district win that she had there. She was the winning bunt, I guess. with an assist from a error on that in that ball game.
The cheese is good.
Count is 1-0. I think it's more than 1-0. But let's stick with that. That's definitely going to be 2-0 now. Into the dirt, and Grosvenor will advance to second. So our perfect game here for Kickapoo is no longer perfect. Perfection is hard to come by. Be sure to join us for Waynesville Lady Tiger. That's way foul. Lady Tiger volleyball, that'll be Thursday. They'll be facing Kickapoo. I believe it'll be a 3-match night with freshmen at 4:30. That will not be broadcast. We might try to get everything set up ahead of time, but probably not. We'll for sure have varsity broadcasts. We'll try to get JV done for you. But definitely the varsity. 2-2 count here. We're not sure what we're waiting on there, but we're waiting on something.
4 runners on first and second.
Runners at first and second now after the walk.
Number 7, Alexis Nenadich.
So it was 3 balls on that. Nenadich coming up to bat. She was walked. She was the only other Tiger base runner until this inning. That first pitch is a strike for Nenadich. First from the shortstop position, that'll be out number 3. Actually, it'd be 5-3.
After 3 complete innings, the Kickapoo Lady Chiefs lead the Lady Tigers 11-0.
So
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the 4th inning, and you know what that means.
Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Be sure to give them a call. They are a member FDIC equal home housing lender, 2 locations.
And we are back here, top of the 4th. Lady Chiefs coming up to bat. It is... Who did you say was up to bat?
This is going to be Jace or JC, I don't know, but it's Miss Skiles.
What happened to Kilgore in the last one?
Kilgore?
Yeah, how did she skip her at bat? Oh, no. Did she hit into the... confused, but okay.
Number 3, Bailey Burke.
We're a little bit lost on that. But that first one was an out somewhere that I was not looking at. Where did that go?
What's up?
Where did her out go? For Skiles. How did she get out?
Just now? Oh, ground out to third base. My bad.
Okay.
I thought you meant the batter before her. I was trying to think about the last name.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it on here. That would explain why I had a... We'll put WW on here, and we'll put out number 2.
There you go. That works.
So that way when this is looked at, she's going to send me a text and go, what in the world did happened here? So now we're on the same page. And that is hit deep, though.
Oh, good
It's
try.
off of the backdrop there. That's going to be a single or a double.
Great hit. Great effort.
Good ball on that. Good defensive play. It's just hard to...
Avon Martin.
It is just hard to judge where that ball is going to fall when it's going towards that backdrop right there.
It's tough.
It's not quite as nice and gentle as
That's a foul. Get there.
that is foul ball. Not quite as nice and gentle as, the ivies or the nice padded walls in some of these fancy baseball stadiums.
I have always wanted a green wall. So like the green fence, but with the padding.
I think they need to put a wall with nothing but poison ivy and any thorny rose bushes along the outfield fence.
Would we name it Wrigley?
Wrigley Field.
I don't know if that's quite poison ivy out there, but
Coach Maubach Field?
there's ivy out there. I don't know what I got in my backyard, but I got something that grows there, and I tell you what, it has thorns that are probably 6 inches long.
Nice, good play.
And that is out number
That's 3 outs.
2, I believe. We're going to have a discussion here. That was Martin up the bat, right? That's only 2, I think. We're going to have a discussion here on what's going on, so we're going to take a break while they discuss it, and I'm going to figure out what happened.
Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gas Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last your local area internet run on Gas Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gas Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs, whether you live rural or in the city. They can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show following every Friday night beginning week 1. And then you can join them, hang out with the coaches on Monday nights, Bambinos in Springfield, for the quarterback club. See you this fall.
All right, we are back, and I don't know what's going on, but we have a runner safe at first now, while we have a runner out, but yet she was called, there was called interference, but she was out, even though I'm not sure you can have both, but we have our official rule statistician checking in on that, whether you can have the runner out and interfered with at the same time. 2-1 count, by the way, for Akers coming up. Akers has had a very good ball game. She scored twice, had 2 RBIs. Runner advances to second.
Hey, it should have been a double play, by the way. I'm looking at the rule.
Yes.
Yep.
It was either a double play or it was nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, technically it was a double play or it would have been nothing. The play would have been dead. Akers on base. Chevrolet back up to the plate also here. Guess I couldn't advance the runner. She didn't go very far, but could at least advance her so I don't get too lost on this. And that is out of here. That's a home run by Kickapoo. That should be 15 right there. So that is 3 runs on top of 12. So that is 3, 8, 12, and that's 15 if my math is correct. The scoreboard does say 14, but alrighty then. It's going to be interesting. But we're going to go into the break. 15-0, Kickapoo on top. Tigers coming up.
Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers.
So we are back here in Waynesville High School. Tigers up. Riley Grosviner leading off for the Lady Tigers. This next inning will be the last inning, most likely here, unless the Tigers can score 5 runs. Oh, and 2 count here to Grosviner. That is up. That's going to be an infield fly out. So that will be out number 1. Oh, I'm going to change that.
Now batting number 18, catcher Aaliyah Gordon.
Lizzie Bottom, by the way, the 4th. I didn't change the thing on that. Gordon coming up to bat. She has batted once in this ball game, struck out in the 2nd. A foul ball back into the net. Or the, I guess there's a net down there. Strike on that play. Strike number 2. Have a JV game following this. We will not broadcast the JV game tonight. Inside shot. Tahili Zener. Yeah. tough name right there, is coming up next, by the way.
Is it 15-0?
That's what I have. I don't know if they're keeping.
I think Allen's scorebook is right.
I don't know if they're keeping track of it down there, but because they didn't count one of those passed balls that came through. 2-2 count. Out to the outfield. That is going to be, I don't know, we'll go with, nope, we'll go with a 7, I guess, on that one. Either way.
Number 6, Malia Hihile Zenner.
Hihile Zenner coming up to bat. This is her second at-bat. She struck out in the second also. Is strike number 2. Coming up next is Calhoun, I believe. I don't think Nicole is batting anymore. Well, she can't because there's a DH already in there, so I don't believe she can bat anymore in this ball game. I do believe, though, that if she comes out, she can still bat, can't she?
What's that?
The pitcher, if they don't have no DH, that she can still
be
bat in her
subbed
spot.
in for one time and then sub back in.
And that's going to go to the first base. Well, it's going to go to the first baseman eventually, but it's going to be out number 3. But we're going to take a break here.
That should be the ball game.
Is out number 3. That is the ball game there. So our final score, 15-0. Lady Chiefs pick up a victory here. Thank you for joining us.
That concludes the game for this evening. The Kickapoo Lady Chiefs 15. The Waynesville Lady Tigers 0. Please stay.
Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of